Hi, welcome to the Paige Family Homestead. We're going to hit it in with Peggy and Andy. We're doing some rebel canning.
Oh yeah.
Not USDA Canada approved. Dairy people don't want you to know you can do this. What are we doing? Canning butter. Let's go inside. Rebel.
Rebel.
Not a teaching video. So, you know we're doing some rebel canning. We had that cool couple introduce us. I'm Peggy. Thanks for coming to the Paige Family Homestead. With things going the way they are, I don't have faith in being able to get certain products down the road. And if we can get them, cool. I'll have it in the pantry for our tomorrows. What we're doing is a rebel canning session today. It's not considered safe by the USDA or the FBI or CIA, whoever the heck you want to say. Like, I don't allow them to dictate what is safe for my family and unsafe for my family. I prefer to trust the grandmas and great-grandmas and the other people on the planet that in other countries, especially European countries, that have been doing this for decades. So they don't want, the Dairy Association and the Wheat Association, they don't want us to take care of this and can our own. They don't want it. This will last for years in the pantry. We've always done up, like right here I've got 4 3/4 pounds. I don't need to do more than that. I took half of what was in my freezer. So half of it is salted, the other half is unsalted. When you can butter, when you pressure can it, I'm doing the pressure canning method, not one of the heat and seal methods. I'm pressure canning. It is a protein. It's like a meat. So I'm going to be doing the same process that I got from Cat's Cradle years back when she first posted this. I think we started about 2 years back when we got our canner. So I would never just do a rebel video without having first-hand experience doing it ourselves. We're going to be doing it like she did in the half pints, the jelly jars, for a pint of meat. And I just like the way she explained it. It just made sense to me. For a pint of meat, it's 75 minutes in the pressure canner process time. For this, we're going to use half pints. So we're going to err on the side of caution and go for 60 minutes. And we should be totally safe. In fact, we will be totally safe. We've done this. It's awesome. So I'm going to melt this down. And when we get to the next step, I'm going to bring you back in. Okay, so you want to come in just a wee bit, hon? I have it on number 3 on the stove. I don't want to heat it fast. This is kind of fast enough. And I'm just going to let this go until it's full on melted. I've got my proper amount of water for my American Standard 921. I'm going to put kettle water on the rings and on the lids. It's not required because I am doing pressure canning, but it's butter. I just want to make sure everything is copacetic, helping it along, because we are going to do some unconventional things once it comes out of the canner. And you'll have to stay tuned to see what that's going to be. But you're just going to be loving this. Whenever you see butter on sale, scoop it up, throw it in the freezer until you get enough to do a session, right? Like, and is it going to go on sale? We were looking at butter the other day in the grocery store, and it was like, what, $7 a pound,
Yeah.
Andy?
Yeah.
And that wasn't like the primal butter. That was just like butter. So that made me think, better start canning some, put it away. That way I know if I ever reach for a jar from the pantry, it's got to be used sparingly because it's gotten rough, right? So I'm just going to keep melting this down. I am going to let it simmer for about 20 minutes. While it's in that simmer process, I will bring you back because we are going to skim some foam off, which we will keep because you can use it for you know, your cooked vegetables, put a little bit of that on there, or corn on the cob, or corn nuggets, right? Like the little niblet thingies. It can be useful. I wouldn't use it for bread. I'd use it for cooking. Butter flavored popcorn.
Yeah.
But you'll see. So I'm just gonna, it's all nicely melted. There's only a few little solids in there. We're gonna see the milk solids and the butter, clarified butter separate a little bit. We're just gonna keep stirring it. It does need to simmer for a good 20 minutes. And then we're gonna be able to skim it, like I said, and put it into our hot jars. They're in the oven. They've already been washed, sterilized, and now they're staying hot in the oven. Because this will be hot once it's, you know, simmered 20 minutes. This water, I'm going to bring it up. As soon as this starts to simmer, I'm going to turn this on to heat it up so that everything's ready. Hot, hot, jars hot, rings and lids hot. Right? Hot means hot. Cold, you do cold packing. So this is the hot. We'll bring you back. Here you go. You want to bring them in, hon?
Yep.
So we got it on a nice simmer here. You can see it's foaming up. So what I've done in this bowl is I've skimmed off the foam.
Right.
Like you would for jelly. And that's the stuff I said we'll wrap, put in the fridge, we'll cover, put in the fridge, and we'll use that for putting on top of vegetables for serving at dinner or whatever the needs are. So just going to let this go. We're at 17 minutes. I'm going to let it go for almost 20. You can see that the milk solids are starting to separate away, leaving some clarified butter. We want to keep those mixed. And when we do it, put them into the jars, ladle them, we're going to start at the bottom and work our way up so we get a nice blend, right? We're not making ghee. We don't want ghee, we want butter. So when this is done, we'll bring you back. Okay, so I've gotten this much foam off it. And like I said, I'll be using that for, you know, putting it in the fridge. It'll go semi-solid, and then we'll
household
just use,
butter.
yeah. Well, not for sandwiches.
No.
Oh, look at this. So when we put this in, you can see that the milk solids and the clarified butter have separated. So we're going to, this jar is hot. Start at the bottom, lift up. Those will all blend together again later, you'll see. Bring it closer in. Don't want to make a mess. This, you spill this, you know what kind of mess you got, right?
Grease fire.
So we want 1 inch headspace. It's a little over the 1 inch, so I'll just take a little bit out.
You want a spoon?
Yeah, I'll get it. Okay. There we go. No, I'm not going to put that. Oh,
What the heck?
too many things on my head, right? On my brain. Okay, so got the ring. I want the lid. Shake it off. Put that on. Finger tight. It's a hot. And my lifter. Going into a hot canner. So hot, hot, hot. And I'm going to do one more with you. Take it out of the hot oven.
Hot, 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 hot.
That's your thing.
I know.
I can't believe you do that.
It hurts.
Well, don't do it.
But it tastes so
Okay,
good.
so giving it a stir. And I'm going to turn that off. We're doing it at a good pace now. Remembering, take from the bottom and scoop up. Here we go, close enough. I have to take that other jar back out. I forgot to wipe it and I can't let it go because it is a fat. It is a fat. This is hot, hot water. I'm not going to use vinegar. I'm not introducing vinegar to a milk product.
I was wondering, but that's not my place to say anything.
Oh yes it is. You got to say things. Okay, so I'm going to get the rest of these canned and I will bring you back. I have to take the other one out. redo it because of the, now you can see it's separated. It won't
Yeah, it
be.
looks like milk at the bottom.
Yeah, won't be for long.
No.
Okay, so I'll bring you back when we have all the jars in and we carry on. I'll fix this one. I've already put my jigger of white vinegar in. I've already oiled my connections here on the top and bottom.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Oh.
So I'm gonna put this in.
Yeah. You have my permission.
Alright. Oh, it's hot, so it's hard to...
Yes, it is.
There.
There she goes. She just needs a Rubik's Cube.
I've got it on number 6.5. But
The
water
element?
is hot.
Okay.
So I'm going to
Yeah,
turn it to
hot.
7 and bring it up to where we get a 10-minute steady stream of steam. We want that. And then I'm going to put, because I'm under 1,000 feet sea level, we're going to put our 10-pound. If you are, you got to check your sea level. If you're supposed to be at 5-pound pressure, use your 5-pound weight. If you're supposed to be at 15-pound pressure, use your 15-pound. Follow your guidelines. But we're going to let this process for 60 minutes. When it's done, I'll bring you back. Okay, timer just went off. Well, it didn't just go off. It went off. Andy moved it. With butter, you move it off the heat. We have electric. It's not going to
How
stay.
are you making it?
Yeah, I'm doing well. It's not going to turn off right away with electric. We go with electric. So because it's going to sit there and get hotter, like it'll stay hot longer. So I had to move it. You try not to. A few things that we can, I will remove from the heat. Once we get the propane, I can just leave it.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna let it sit there for a few seconds. I've had the lid open just a wee bit. Just didn't want to shock it. Ooh, nice. Okay, so I'm gonna take out my jars. They're gonna be bubbling, and once they're out, I'm gonna leave them there till they're cool. And then we're going to do a little something to them, and I'll bring you back for that, because this is where we change things up.
Okay.
All right. I had more water jars than I thought. Looking down, it looked like more butter. So, here's the Rebel. You know how we say don't touch your jars 12, 24 hours? I checked. They'd all sealed. So, because they're sealed, I let them sit for a bit. So they're warm to the touch. I can still hold them, right? They're not like boiling. So we just shake them every 20 minutes until...
Oh, I heard that one pop.
No, that was...
Oh, okay.
That was this. Until they don't separate from the clarified butter to the milk solids anymore. Give them good shakes. It's going to be good.
Yes.
So, I'm going to do this every 20 minutes until they don't separate anymore. There's the Rebel in it. Shaking the jar. I don't want this to be a teaching video. That's why I omitted quite a bit of the steps, because you know the terminology if you are seasoned in pressure canning. So you'll know the process. I don't want new pressure canners to jump into this right away, because there is a fine line between over-processing, and you don't want that. So don't do this as your first project, please. Make sure you got a good handle on your canner, your instructions, and your recipes. Always remember, it's your kitchen, your rules. Just follow safe rules. Do your research. So we're going to have some nice butter to put away in the pantry. Hope you give it a try if you're a seasoned canner. All right? And remember, this is not a approved method. It's a Rebel method. Thank you very much for joining us today. Remember to give us that thumbs up, subscribe, comment below. You can also join us. We have some fun over on the Facebook page at Paige Family Space Homestead, and also at paigefamilyhomestead@gmail.com. So give us a word. See you next time.
Word. Okay, you have to shake these. Shake, 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 shake your butter, shake your butter, shake, shake, shake. That one's done. Now, children, we will do another one. Shake, 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 shake the butter.
Why aren't you doing two at once?
Because it's hot.
No, there's not.
Yeah, watch.
Watch.
Watch. Hot! Hot!
No, it's not.
Jeez.
No, it's not. Really? You sissy.
Shake, 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 shake. Shake your butter. This is so much fun. You'll all want to do it one day. Trust me. Shake, shake, shake.
Do that again.
Shake, shake, shake. Okay, I'm done here.
I'm done
Thank
too.
you.